Hello guys, welcome to English Premier League match day 33 fixtures. To begin with, we have Brentford versus Fulham, which is an early kickoff, and by the time we're making this video, the match is about to start. And it's a West London derby. Brentford, 7th position with 47 points. They are right in the European battle, with just 6 games left. Fulham, on the other hand, 12th position with 44 points. They are safe, but can still cause trouble for Brentford, which is edging for a European spot. Brentford this season, they'll be strong at home. And talking about their Brazilian striker, Thiago, which has 21 goals this season, is currently on fire, And seeing a win today will really edge Brentford that European spot. So my prediction for this match is Brentford 2, Fulham 1. Our next match, Leeds United versus Wolves, which will be played by 3 p.m. kickoff time. Leeds, 15th position, 36 points. Well, they need these points today to remain safe from that relegation zone. Wolves, which is at the bottom of the table, 20th position with just 17 points. That's a very poor form from Wolves. And they've had a tough and terrible season, I must say. As it stands right now, in fact, they are relegated. And Leeds have been struggling at home. But a win today against Wolves will, edge them from that relegation zone. So my prediction for today's match is Leeds 2, Wolves 0. And our third match for today, which will also be played by 3 p.m. kickoff time, Newcastle versus Bournemouth. Newcastle 14th position with 42 points. Bournemouth 11th position with 45 points. Newcastle, well, they have been inconsistent lately. Bournemouth, that's a good team, 11th position in the middle in that table. They'll be full of lot of confidence, and it may try to know something that Bournemouth have, they have had this unbeaten run for 11 matches. Like, they have been unbeaten for 11 matches, and inside these 11 matches, they've beat big teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, and even a draw with Manchester United. That's a very good form from Bournemouth. Well, Newcastle, they'll have some key misses like, Jolinton, who is on suspension, and Bruno Guimaraes, who is injured. Well, but Newcastle, we all know them in this St. James Park with their loud fans, Well, I will go with a draw. Newcastle to Bournemouth 2. And our fourth match for today, Tottenham versus Brighton. Wow. Tottenham, 18th position with 30 points. I would say Tottenham, they are in trouble, like big trouble. And they are really fighting relegation battle. As it stands, they're in the relegation zone. And right now, their plan is just fighting to stay in the Premier League, I must say. And with their new coach, Roberto De Zerbi, well, which I just played one match, we've not really seen much of him, but I believe he's a good coach and he will do better and bring Tottenham to the Premier League next season. Brighton, on the other hand, 9th position, 46 points. They are flying high to earn a European spot for next season. Well, I think Brighton quality might be too much for Tottenham to handle today. In fact, Tottenham, they have lost 4 of their last 6 fixtures with players like, you can imagine, Dominic Solanke, Xavi Simon, another new signings they've had this season. But my problem with Tottenham I see is that they have this lack of confidence and it's really killing them this season. Well, my prediction for this match will be Tottenham 2, Brighton 2. And our last match for today, which is Chelsea versus Manchester United. This is the big clash for today and will be played by 8 p.m. Chelsea 6th position with 48 points, chasing after that top 4 as the UEFA Champions League spots. They lost their last match against Man City last weekend, and they have only won once in their last 6 English Premier League games. That's a poor form from Chelsea. I know they've had 30 players like Moses Caicedo, who just signed a new deal for 7 years till 2033 in Chelsea. And also they have players like Enzo Fernandez, who is back to the team after being suspended for 2 games by the team. He's back and fit for today's match. Manchester United, on the other hand, are third with 55 points, but Manchester United, we have been inconsistent this season. We lost our last match against Leeds last weekend 2-1 with a red card, and they've only won 3 in their last 6 English Premier League fixture. That is a poor form, unlike when Carrick started, But I believe Manchester United today, and we are having a defense problem, a defense crisis with the elite being out for today's match. Lisandro Martinez, red card suspension. Harry Maguire still missing from the squad due to injury. Patrick Dogu is not fit after returning back from injury. Wow. I wonder who Carrick could bring to the team for that central defense. But I want to say something today. Ifejoku Quincy Emeka, aka Husband Material, Manchester United may have 100 problems, but Chelsea is not one. In fact, my prediction for today's match is Chelsea 1, Manchester United 2. And guys, you have a chance to predict 3 matches correctly and win 10k worth of cash. And we'll join you later when we shall be reviewing the results. Bye.